Hi, and welcome back to another episode of our nighttime painting together. Now, last week you guys chose to do a beautiful cabin with the lights reflected down into the water. I can't wait to do it, so let's get started. Now, as you can see, I have a basic sketch of a little cabin or house up here, and I'm gonna now load up our little detail brush with a little bit of brown and, well, some yellow and white. Not too much yellow and white, and obviously I've got a dirty palette here I was painting earlier today. So that's the reason, and that's fine. Now our painting is pretty much fully dry, and that's good. I just spent a couple minutes here working on the sketch, and I'm gonna now just put my hand on the canvas, because this is a small building. We definitely wanna be sure our hand is steady. All right, I like this a lot. Now I'm going with, honestly, a color that's a little too light for what we're doing here. But that's okay, because I want to build light and dark colors. I don't want this to be just so dead that it looks like it has no life. I still want there to be some life in this building. There, so I'm working my darks and my lights together. This is obviously like a sunlit area as far as the color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stroke some darker color around this to tone it down. But we can still see some of the warm light through there. Maybe it's catching the starlight. I know there's no color at night, but you know what? This is our art. And if in our little painting we want it to have a little more color than it should, we're gonna do it. There you go. I just want it to be a lot of fun. There. Our shadows should be very dark. And we're doing our building here wet over dry. So it's a slightly different technique than I would normally use. All right, I'm just gonna finish blocking in all these little areas, and then we'll catch right back up for some detail areas. Now I'm gonna take just a little bit of yellow, white, and touch of red to make a beautiful soft color for the windows. See that right there? Maybe a little brighter, a little more yellow. Okay, lots of paint in the brush. Here we go. Now right over here, actually I'm going to flatten out the brush. Lots of paint, and it's going to be flat. Okay. And again, down here's dry, so. And I actually took off the attachment. Remember I had that little attachment sticking out here? I took it off, decided I'll just do without it, because I want to make sure I have enough room for a lot of windows that we can reflect down into the water. So here we go, detail time. Maybe right here. There's a window. Oh, that's pretty. Now obviously you're not going to get a perfectly square window, don't worry. We can cut that, cut it and make it straight later. Well, let's think about where we want the next one. Maybe right next to it. Whatever you do, don't balance the painting. There. I'll stand back later and make all these windows nice. I'm just going to get them in here for you. It's very difficult to do up close. You'll notice that. Maybe the door, well, the door's probably not next to the chimney. Let's do another window. Good. All right. So fun. A little window up here, maybe. It's a bedroom or something up in that attachment. That'd be a good view of the lake. And on this side, remember to wipe your brush off each time, because this cabin is very wet. We're not interested in having dark gray windows. And maybe one more window on this side and the door on the other side. And again, I'm going to straighten these up in a second. I just want to make sure that I got them in here. The placement looks good. Fun. All right, door. Let's get a little bit of a lighter color, just because the light's the only thing that'll stand out against the dark. There, I don't even know what this big mess is, but a little red in there, a little bit of white, and maybe a touch of yellow. There, it's one of the good things about painting with a palette that has a lot of color mixed on it. There's always something you can grab quickly. There. Beautiful. Oh, tell you what. Want to try something? This is going to be cool. Watch this. Grab a little bit of blue maybe, and white, and whatever this is, a little gray. Doesn't make any difference. Wipe it off. Fairly light, and watch this. I'm going to just, because this is dry, remember, I'm just going to roll it. It's called dry brush blending. I'm going to roll some of this smoke right up and into the painting. Don't go out of the painting. It comes into the painting. Nice. Now I'm going to take just a little bit of red and yellow together here on the detail round. A little bit of white maybe to lighten it. I don't want it, I don't want it so bright that it's crazy, but I do want it to show up, so there we go. Something like that right in there. Okay, now with this color on the detail round, I'm going to start picking out areas where this light is coming down and touching the cabin. So here we go. See how we can do this? Just touch down. Okay, I need a little more red into that just because I think it needs it. There you go. And it's there because it's pretty and it works. Right over here. Here we go. Maybe just a bit on this. And then in my mind here, it's going to be illuminating this roof. So we can do that. Where is that light hitting? You got to always ask yourself where it's hitting. All right. Whew, it's one of those ones you kind of have to hold your breath and do it. All right, right here. I'm just going to set, now remember, this is like an acrylic painting. This is not so much like an oil painting because it's dry. Okay, see how scratchy and rough that looks? I want these to come way down actually into the water. So there you go. Oh, did we get that one? Yeah, okay, cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a paper towel. Let's see how well this works. I'm not sure. We may need to do something else, but let's just take a paper towel and feather this while it's wet. Oh yeah, that works. I'm just removing some of this paint. And we're going to treat this like a star. Nice. We're going to treat it like a star, and that we're going to come back here and paint the inside again. Right? We do the fuzzy edges, and then we come back and we paint the inside again. Good. You can even kind of go sideways with it. Oh, that's cool. Let's do more of that. So when you do stuff that you don't normally paint, you'll sort of play around with it and you'll get it. Oh, I love this sideways action. This is the way to do it. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, do some more of that. All right, well, that's all the work we're going to do on our little cabin today. Next time, we'll finish up the background trees and also work on the land around the cabin. I hope you had a great time. Thanks for watching.